Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel again. As you can see, that's a picture of the new 5.8 gigahertz antenna that's been designed, called a Pagoda. Been reading quite a bit about these on the internet, and people are giving them quite good reports. Apparently designed by a Dutch guy, and are open source, so of course everyone in the world is able to download the plans and build these. What I particularly like about this antenna is that it's the elements of the antenna are PCBs, which really means that the antennas can be designed very close to the frequency of operation and work very well. So anyway, I went ahead and purchased one for a test, and screwed it onto the VTX on the trusty old Skywalker here, and thought I'd give it a test this morning. Quite early in the morning, as you probably saw, the morning sun still coming up a little bit there in the distance. So, throwing the Skywalker up, just got it in lighter here at the moment while I'm getting into the goggles. Getting my eyes accustomed to the screen in there. Very shortly you'll see me switch that into stabilize, and looks like I've just done that now actually. And then head out towards the coast. Unfortunately, I'd been flying the Skywalker a little bit before this flight, so I didn't have a full battery capacity at the time of this flight, and I was conscious of that. It's quite a nice looking red sky there. Subsequently, I didn't take the aircraft out too far. I believe we go out about 3.4 kilometers or something like that, just to give a first test of the antenna. I've got the OSD overlay on the screen there, so you can see all the information from the OSD as well as from the HD recording camera. Okay, so I've climbed up to where I want to be. I've switched to cruise. And just heading out. Probably tweaking the 10-turn helical antenna left and right a little bit during the flight, looking for the best signal. In all honesty, it wasn't the best day to do this. It was a very, very damp morning. Very damp. And of course that doesn't help the propagation of the 5.8 gigahertz signal, and can attenuate the signal to a degree. But we'll do some subsequent tests when I get a chance, just to give this antenna the fair crack of the whip. Skywalker's just settled into its flight out there now. Fortunately, the other thing I hadn't done was lubricate the pan and tilt gimbal for the cameras, because it hadn't been used for a little while actually, and the servos were struggling with the friction. At the beginning of the flight you can hear the the servos, and at the end of the flight you can actually hear the servos sound like they're binding. It's the pan and tilt servo, because the pan and tilt unit has two friction plates. It rides on two friction plates, and when they're not lubricated, the servos struggle to move the thing, particularly left and right, but also up and down. Okay, so we just got over a couple of clicks out there now. Just following the road along nicely, up the roadway. And we'll just keep progressing out here. Make a turn, I think about 1 kilometre up ahead. Video still looks reasonable. The feed video, I should say. Just coming back to my ground station on 5.8 gigahertz, of course, which is the transmitter that has that Pagoda antenna attached to it. So I'm planning to make a right turn up ahead here, just before the road, and head back. Still just keeping a good eye on the quality of the OSD over there, feed video. So looking good. There's a turn starting. A little bit of deterioration. During the turns, flat turn, just rudder input, and the autopilot keeps the wings nice and level, of course, on the Skywalker, so you get this really nice flat turn. Okay, so that was about 3.4 kilometers. And we haven't lost the video feed at all, so that's quite pleasing. Heading back now towards the home location on a slightly different track. Not much. Just trying out the camera pan. You can hear that servo working pretty hard there. Probably around about 7:45, 7:50 in the morning. Quite cool. Winds are reasonably calm at ground level, but a little bit more at altitude. Video still seems good and strong. which is pleasing. 600 milliwatt VTX, incidentally. Heading back nicely towards the field now. Quite cloudy, as you can see. Which is really understandable for this time of the year in this part of the world. We're heading rapidly towards our winter season. Where we normally have a layoff from flying. Landing, excuse me, landing will be an FPV landing in the headset. And I've kind of got used to now making my approach off to the right of the field. And then sort of swooping down and making a left turn. To get me lined up with the runway. Still in cruise at the moment. Shortly you'll see me switch the autopilot into stabilize. And I'll make the approach and landing and stabilize. So stabilize mode now. Nose down, bleed off the altitude. Looking out for the edge brake, which is my indicator to turn. So I'll shortly make a left turn, as you'll see. And that will line me up with the end of the strip. Turning in now. You can see the small tree at the end of the runway. Still losing altitude, throttling back all the time, trying to bleed off speed and altitude on the approach. Strip up ahead. Dodge the tree, dodge the hedge. Drop it onto the strip. And there we go. Stats coming up on the screen. 3.425 kilometers, total flight distance 10.621. Thanks for watching. Drop back if you get a chance and look out for the second. We'll try and push the antenna a bit further. See you later.